Hello and welcome to another episode of The New Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Natalie Peace. Today we're talking about the importance of systems and how they will set your business up for success. A lot of people dislike this aspect of building a business because they think it's boring to be focusing on procedures and processes. But this has been another major key to my success, and I've learned so much about it since I opened my first store. In my first year of business, I got dozens of phone calls every day from my staff asking me how to handle everything. It was exhausting. I had to be on call every day, and all night. I realized that I wasn't empowering my staff and I was giving myself a lot more work to do. I decided to sit down with them and lay out very clear guidelines on what I wanted and give them the room to use their own intelligence and creativity to get things done. I never wanted my staff to be stiff and rehearsed, using standard greetings with customers, but I do want customers to be greeted within a few seconds of walking in the door. I want customers to have a wonderful experience in my store, and I want my staff to use their own personalities to help achieve that. I hire employees based on work ethic and personality, and then I trust them to put my systems into place. This has changed my life and my business for the better in so many ways. When you have great procedures and policies in place, you have so much more free time because you aren't needed to put out fires and make decisions about every little thing. If you want to travel, take time out for yourself and your family, or if you want to spend more time working at a higher level to grow your business and be more innovative, you need to have solid systems in place. You can leave your business in the capable hands of your staff and then have peace of mind. And your staff are going to be much more happy if they know exactly what you want and how to do their jobs well. It feels good when your boss trusts you to make decisions and use your own judgment, and it's much easier to do that when you have a great manual to consult, especially when things go wrong. Everyone wants to do a good job, and no one likes to be micromanaged. So help your staff to be more autonomous, and they'll appreciate it. Your managers will enjoy not having the world dumped on their shoulders too, if there are systems in place that ensure all employees know what to do. Everyone in your business, including you, should be replaceable. Customers love businesses with systems too because they know exactly what to expect. Why do people keep going back to Starbucks paying $5 or more for a coffee? Because they know exactly what it will taste like and what the customer service experience will be. You're much more likely to frequent a business if you can rely on them to give you what you want every time consistently. And another huge benefit is that your business will save money, be more productive, and have fewer errors and issues to deal with. This all adds major value to your business, not only for you, but for anyone who wants to purchase your business in the future. When I sold my business earlier this year, I was able to ask more for it and feel confident in that higher price because the buyer recognized how easy it made it for him to own a business that already had systems in place and a staff that knew how to use them properly. People are willing to pay for that system because you have demonstrated that it works. And if you want to have multiple locations or build a franchise, you will need to have written policies and procedures for absolutely everything, making it a turnkey operation. People are more likely to buy into a business that has a proven system. Let's look at some of the areas you should have systems in place for. It should go without saying, but any transaction that involves spending or receiving money should have very clear procedures written out. This includes payroll, accounting, and billing. Have detailed descriptions of what you need in a new employee, what your expectations are, what to ask applicants, and then have a policy around checking references. Of course, you will also need detailed orientation and training procedures written out. There should be step-by-step instructions written out so staff can open and close your business with confidence, ensuring everything is taken care of. You want to reduce waste and duplication as much as possible, and also make sure you have enough supplies on hand. Putting systems in place to stay on top of tracking your inventory and ordering will help enormously. Staff should know how often to check supplies, when to make a note that supplies are running low, and what your PARs are so they know when to order more and how many to order. How customers are treated, whether in your store or online, is such a big factor in whether your business succeeds or fails. Be very clear with all of your staff on what each customer can expect and when. If you plan on running print, internet, radio, or TV ads, you should have a schedule in place and a budget set aside to accommodate them. For any newsworthy event you're part of, have a system in place to send out news releases to media outlets. Make sure someone is regularly updating your website and maintaining social media efforts. You want to have very clear procedures in place for safety and security if you have a storefront business so that your staff feel safe and your store is protected. This includes policies in place for workplace safety so you don't put them in harm's way as they complete their duties. If you have an online business, you should be very careful about web security. Invest time and money into protecting your business and make sure your staff know how to do their part. There should also be procedures about record keeping so that all essential information is documented and filed away in an organized manner. You want the leaders in your business to reward excellence and deal with unwanted behaviors in ways that are in line with your own values. Consistency is key here, so your staff know that it's not personal. Every employee will get the same consequence for doing something wrong. It's also essential to catch your employees doing something right and reinforce best practices. You and your staff need to be clear on what to do when things go wrong. Think of anything and everything that could happen and how you want it to be dealt with. Talk to other business owners about major mishaps they've encountered and ask them how they dealt with it. And every time you have a new issue, talk it over with your staff. Decide how to approach it in the future and add it to your procedure manual. And now it's time for your action steps for success. To begin, simply start writing down everything you do in each area of your business. You can put it into a simple Word document, save it, and expand and revise it as you go. The goal is to get the who, what, where, when, why, and how of your business all written down in plain language so everyone understands exactly what is expected of them and why it's expected. Next, test it out. Ask a couple of employees to explain the policies and procedures in their own words and see if their interpretation is correct. Clarify and revise as needed. Then, make sure every employee has easy access to the manual that contains your policies and procedures, and make sure they know they are expected to follow it. That's this edition of The New Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Natalie Peace. Join me for our next episode when we help you consider your options around planning your exit strategy from your business. Joey, baby, all you need is love, love, love is all you need. When you see my face, hope it gives you help, hope it gives you help. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? Hey, oh, a little bit louder now, a little bit louder now, a little bit louder now. Jazz hands, jazz hands. This is the only thing I know that would be Broadway appropriate.
Those aren't in the right order. Did you purposely do that?
No.
Those are in the wrong order.
I said what?
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 Say what?